Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me at the market site in Times Square, New York City, we have Eric Villency. He is the CEO of Villency Design. We're going to take a look at boutique fitness trends and, of course, how the coronavirus is impacting that. It's great to have you with this market site. Really, I want to get into the coronavirus impact because as a gym goer, I kind of care about this one. But let's talk about larger trends that you're seeing in the fitness space. Is it boutiques, the bigger boxes at home?
Sure. I think that most of the trends are really defined by the idea of well-being, which is both physical and mental. So physical, people want to stay healthy. They don't want to get injured. They want to do injury avoidance, recovery, rejuvenation, and then the mental aspect, which is how much sleep are you getting? How's your relationship with food and diet? Are you meditating? So I think all those concepts and coming together as a cohesive package is really what's impacting fitness.
So it sounds like a lot of other industries, lifestyle. It's all about the brand. It's all about the lifestyle.
Absolutely, because consumers are super educated right now. They can do research, and they know that if they're not sleeping well and their diet's not good, whatever they're doing in the gym isn't going to help them.
So what are you seeing in terms of trends? Are more people going to boutiques? Are they looking for a specific kind of exercise, or the bigger box type gyms that have all different types of disciplines, or companies like Peloton taking off at home, which during the coronavirus outbreak, I would imagine it's got to be good for companies like that?
Well, I think that we're coming off a boom in boutique fitness, which was great because it got a lot of people exercising that were never really active. And I think what we're seeing now is people having an interest in multiple disciplines. So I think cycling was one of the first parts that really took off, and now boxing and rowing. But I think what I always say is they got in good enough shape to want to be in shape and get in shape. So they're doing multiple disciplines, they're doing yoga. And so I think the concepts which are really doing well are offering variety. That's why ClassPass has really resonated, because people want to go to more than one thing.
Yeah, that's like my gym offers every single type of discipline. It's going to get bored.
Sure.
That's really what it is too. What about your outlook, next trends, revenue growth for the industry?
Well, look, if you throw in supplements and fitness and health and wellness, it's over a $100 billion industry. Obviously, there's going to be corrections and reallocations of who's doing well, but it's here to stay, and the reason is people want to look good, they want to feel good, and they want to live longer. So ultimately, I think, like what I was talking about, those rejuvenation and wellness concepts are really important. Myofascial release, IV therapy, cryotherapy, people really want to feel good, and those types of trends are definitely...
Myofascial release, what is that?
Yeah, so basically it's basically a type of massage which helps the connective tissues, and so if you have an injury, it helps you recover, and it also helps you have some flexibility to avoid it.
All right, what about technology in fitness?
I mean, technology is super important. I think what's so great is that it's really been an agent of empowering consumers. You can go on YouTube, you can learn proper form, you can stream at home classes. If you're going outside, you can do some research on Google Maps of what the running and biking trails are. If you're a skier, you can see the snow conditions. And I don't think that's going back in the box. On an equipment level, you have things like the Nike shoes, which are now making people run faster. And I think what you're seeing is equipment help people perform better. We're seeing a lot of interesting integration of metrics and data in strength training, in diagnostics, so that if, say, you are rehabbing from a knee injury, your PT or your doctor can actually see your strength curve and your progressions of how you're doing. So it's a pretty exciting time.
It's almost like we can get in the gyms what pro athletes are getting.
Absolutely, and I think that's what's so great about technology, is it makes it accessible.
Democratizes it for everyone. All right, coronavirus impact. I've noticed in my gym, and I have all access pass, so it's in New Jersey, in New York, there has been a decline in foot traffic. Great if you're trying to get on the treadmill, but is it like everything else? The demand will eventually be back after we've sustained this?
I think so. I mean, look, it's affecting everything in the world right now, but if you think about a fitness environment, being sanitary is super important. Things like staph infections or measles, if you're not vaccinated, you always want to be cleanly, and I think this is a great reminder that people do need to have good hygiene. So look, I think the nature of people is not to huddle indoors. As this passes, as vaccines become available, whether it's 6 months, a year, at some point people want to go outside. There's a social component. It's not for the human spirit to stay in a cave.
Yeah, I'm really hoping work from home isn't going to be too long. So tell us about Villency Design. Where do you fit into all this?
Sure. So we're a product development company, and we've done a lot of fitness over the last few years. We're fortunate enough to work with some of the biggest brands in boutique fitness, and so companies want to develop a concept. We design it, we manufacture, we do all the design work, and we sell it to them. So we're B2B.
Yeah, your website's pretty cool, actually. Thank you so much for joining us at MarketSite, and thank you for joining me on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.